Hey students, as promised, I wanted to give you one more final video about the final project coming up. You have a couple weeks to wrap it up. The biggest thing I want to tell you is make sure you're passionate about what you're writing. And remember, this is assignment 1 and 2. You're bringing them together using the rubric that I provided in the Dropbox, and you're really just building. You should have a cover page and you should have a works cited page at the end. Make sure that if you are taking direct quotes from anywhere within the normal body of the paper, not the press release, make sure you're attributing those out to the source, okay? And that's really important. It can be something as simple as according to Walmart.com, and then you just put the year 2020 in parentheses. That's really important that you do that in the body of the paper because it's not your information. You got it somewhere else. So make sure you do cite things properly. That's kind of a big deal. So as you're creating this project and kind of working through it, I wanted to talk a little bit about the statement. So the statement goes along with the press release. Basically, this is like a press conference type statement. It doesn't have to be really long, but it should explain the purpose of everything that you're working on and what you want the public to know. Essentially, you invite the press to come to a press conference. You give them a specific statement so that they could then use that and the press release to report on the story. So make sure it's newsworthy. I want it to have a hook. So that's really important. Your mock press pass. In looking at that, I wanted to show you something. Let me grab it. A press pass doesn't have to be anything super elaborate. In the past, my students have created a press pass that looks kind of like this. And this is a really good way, but you're just going to drop it within your assignment. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. They were using H&M, and notice that they put on the bottom their news media. They have my name. It's a very old picture of me, but these are super cool. So you're just going to embed this right in your paper. The other thing is remember, your images should be 3 by 3 inch. So you're talking like that big. Use text wrapping and wrap around it so you're not wasting space within the paper. Because then you can write kind of right around whatever the image is. Your press release and your media list, all of that, make sure the advice that I gave you or feedback that I gave you from those first assignments that you've incorporated that as you drop them in. Number one thing that people did wrong with the press release was they did not have it in complete format. And at the very bottom, you need those 3 little number signs centered. That states that the press release, again, is over. So remember that's there, okay? So really just tweak those. And you're wanting to promote. You have to remember, you're not marketing this to your own staff. You are marketing this to the media so that they can get the message out to earn you business or recognition or whatever it is that you're doing. So that's really important. There should be a 2-page synopsis. This is really, really critical of how you're going to work with the media to ensure their interest in your event. You should have an event. That's the big thing. Everything should be built upon this event. Launching the information, the statement, the press release, everything matches up and works together. You've been working on this since the beginning of this class, so these pieces should be coming together rather easily. So in terms of the format, MLA, APA, either one is fine. Biggest things to me is that all the elements of this rubric that are in the Dropbox are all included. Follow along in this and you will not go wrong. Double spaced. Make sure you've got that cover page, that works cited page, very important, in-text citations, and really just have fun with it. Be passionate about it. Make sure it flows and things work together. Do not upload 6 different documents. It should be 1 document. That's it. And every page is counted within there. And you're going to upload it as a .doc or .pdf. Any other documents I can't open, therefore will not be accepted. So make sure that you upload it. I would recommend not waiting until the last minute on the 7th of December to upload it. I would recommend that you upload it a little bit early in case you have technical difficulties. If you have technical difficulties, you can email me at candice.howell@hgtc.edu and I'm going to respond to you and you can send it to me that way. But I would prefer that it goes in the Dropbox. You guys are doing great, okay? So wrap up things in Revel, and you do not have a discussion post this week. Wrap up this assignment and have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you. Take care.